Being a challenger is primarily about mindset. It's not about a state of market. Being number 2 or 4 or 8 in your market doesn't make you a challenger. What makes you a challenger is the mindset you bring to that situation. In particular, it's about having an ambition that is significantly bigger than your conventional marketing resources and being prepared to do something bold and imaginative to close the implications of the gap between those two things. And of course, one of the most significant implications is you're going to have to challenge something. You may certainly have to challenge something about yourself. You may certainly have to challenge practices and behaviors and ways of thinking and self-limiting beliefs you have. You may need to do all of that culturally, but you're certainly going to need to challenge something in the world around you. You're going to need to upset the status quo in order to succeed. Now, it's very rare these days that being a challenger is about challenging someone. It's not really about challenging another brand very often these days. It's much more about challenging something that you see in the category as a driver that doesn't belong there anymore. Something about the user experience you'd like to put right. Possibly something about the way that society works or the way the society talks that you think is just wrong or unnecessary or belongs to a past time. What are we going to do about the emerging obesity crisis in the next generation, for instance, and what can our brand do to pioneer and champion solutions to that? Does anyone really need to own a car anymore? Can our brand be about something to do with that huge change that's coming? And any challenger strategy, of course, is only as good as the culture that supports it. There are two key aspects to a challenger culture. One is that excited focus of being part of a company that's driving forward, that's progressing the category that you feel is indeed progressing the world in some kind of way, and the kind of emotional excitement and energy it creates around being part of that. And the second is that the demand that being a challenger puts on being just bolder than you would otherwise would be. Because the biggest danger you can face as a challenger isn't actually rejection, it's indifference. You're going to have to dial up the dramatic. You're going to have to do things that get you to be noticed and stand out. You are going to be a company of actions rather than words. And all of that only becomes more important as you grow. And finally, being a challenger is not just about startups and young brands. We, over the last 5-6 years, have been working with and interviewing challengers that are over 100 years old sometimes, long-established companies in the dairy business or the sports apparel business that have deliberately adopted a challenger mindset and approach and seen their sales double and their profits triple. It's for anybody whose ambitions are bigger than their conventional marketing resources and wants to embrace the benefits of that challenger mindset, because it's about progress. We believe that intelligent challenge is the oxygen of progress. And who doesn't want to be part of a company that does that?